Hello there, hi everybody, welcome back to the Microsoft Flight Simulator, welcome back to the channel. Another rendition of Turbojet Rodeo. Today we're gonna do stuff a little bit differently. As you can see, we're not in a jet today, but rather in a turboprop airplane. It's the EMB110 Bandeirante by... oh my god, who? I'm gonna put it up on the screen, I don't know it on the top of my head. Who developed this plane, I'm very sorry. But it's really a quirky and fun little prop plane. Here in the just plain white cargo version, there's also a passenger version. But since today we're only gonna try and do some circuits here. Yeah, there's really no need for passenger seats. We're gonna take the cargo variant, take it out for a spin, like 2, 3, 4, 5 circuits. Let's see what happens. Maybe we're gonna play around with the weather. At the moment it's live weather, and also live time. I'm recording this at about 11:30 in the morning. So it's a beautiful autumn day here in southern Germany. We're located at Hahnweide Airfield near Kirchheim. So kudos to those of you who can pronounce that, the German name of Kirchheim. Yeah, with the Schwaben Alp mountain range in the background, very scenic little airport, mostly used for glide operations. So not really used to this size and type of airplane. But I think every 2 years there's a big old-timer airplane get together. Very good, you know, the Junkers U-52. Yeah, so you can have kind of bigger prop planes on this airfield. It's not a problem. I think the runway is about 2 kilometers long in this direction. The runway 1331. We also got the second runway 0725, which is this one. It's a grass and asphalt runway. So if we will really want to get funky, we're gonna try and land on this runway and only on the asphalt portion. Should be about 300 meters or something long, so that's gonna be a real challenge. Also the wind kind of seems to favor this runway here today anyway. But since it's only about 500 meters long, we're gonna start out here, do our right hand circuits. We can also see that here. It's runway 13 right hand circuit, so we're gonna do a right hand just before the start of the town. We don't want to disturb anybody here. Right turn, right hand circuit, 1800 feet, and then coming in back onto the runway. Same with the shorter runway 07. Doing a right hand turn before the city, and then coming back around. Good. There are some lakes here with probably not on the end of September, but there's a couple of lakes here. You can go swimming here, you know, just sit on the beach and relax. So we don't want to disturb those people either. Keep our distance. Yeah, in general, just try and stay clear of the populated areas as far as possible. And apart from that, we're just gonna stay above the woods here, just trying to have some fun. Good. It's been a while since I flew this plane. It's not really hard to fly. I'm not gonna use any checklist. We're gonna, hey Ruby, I guess we can cope with just mashing buttons, getting the engines on. Also, yeah, I only have one thrust lever, so we're not gonna play around with this. We're gonna introduce the fuel, get the props to high pitch. Since we're not cruising anyway, we're gonna stay at high pitch for the touch and go operations. In the future, of course, I aim to have a proper yoke setup, some buttons, physical buttons like for the flaps and for the gear, for me to operate, and also a proper throttle quadrant with more than one throttle, so I can do differential thrust and also propeller and and mixture axis. But for now, we have to do with what we have, and that's one throttle axis. So, we're gonna get the battery on. Not really need for any lighting inside the cabin today, but seatbelts and no smoking nonetheless come on, just out of habit, even though we don't, of course we don't have any passengers today. That also the rotating beacon can come on, the nav light can come on, since we're about to start the engine. This all will stay off. Generators will stay off. The inverters, I think, coming on before the engine starts. Inertial separation on this. We're standing on the grass, so it's probably a good idea to turn this on. Down here, we're just gonna start up, initialize the GPS here, although we're not gonna really use it here. Transponder coming to standby. Weather radar really can stay off, if we're honest. ELT is armed. Let's get all the fuel pumps on. Check our levers, flaps are up, gears down, 3 green. And with that, I'm gonna leave all of that as is for the moment. And we can already start engine 1. Engine 2, sorry. There we go. Good. Rotation in the propeller. The sounds are not perfect. Once it's running. It sounds okay. The startup sounds, yeah, I really know. Does that make a difference here? It doesn't really make a difference if the window is open or closed. Good. But with that, let's introduce the fuel. Fuel is flowing. Let's have a little scan over the instrument, engine instruments. So everything is looking nice. No, nothing in the yellow, nothing in the red. With that, generator 2 can come on. And starting number 1. It's probably a good idea now to close the door. Just in time. Let's allow the RPM, the high pressure, the inner turbine RPM, to rise to about 25%. I don't know what's the correct value, but that should be working. Good, let's get the RPM to high. First stage of flaps for takeoff. Let's also set the ATIS, Stuttgart ATIS. I hope we can receive that from here. Gotta turn my sound here, my sound in the headphones down a bit. Can't hear my own word. Props are loud. So what's 126.130 is Stuttgart ATIS, the weather. Yeah. That's 1.3. It's 126.
Stuttgart Airport information Alpha 0900 Zulu.
Also Gen on.
Wind calm. Visibility tree. Sky condition clear. Temperature 17. 2.10. QNH 30.18. ILS runway 7 in use. Landing and departing runway 7. VFR aircraft say direction of flight.
Good. 3018. On the altimeter. 30. 17. 18. Can also cross-check. This elevation should be 1167 feet. And that seems about right on both sides. Where can I want to change this to not GPS. Look, right? So we can move that. Not really using any nav aids today. Just want to get this in runway direction. Just as a reminder, visual reminder for us when we're flying the circuits. Also the heading book. Transponder also can come on now. Everything else looking good. Looking fine. Trims at 0. I guess we're gonna come into the green range, but not really bother with the trim. And with that, let me sit upright here. Head tracking comes on. That's great. That's perfect. Let's see. Yeah, we just might be able to come around here. Coming off the parking brake. Come on, where are my taxi lights? Oh, that was way too far. No worries. So this is kind of a taxiway here, we don't need to use it, but we can, especially with the kind of bigger plane. And this is really funny here. It's like this in real life in on this airfield. There's an uphill. The runway really starts here, but you can use this downhill portion just for a run-up. And you also gotta be very careful. Gotta come up here with some gas going up the hill, but then there's the turn right away. So about like so. Brake coming on. Landing light coming on. Inertial separation now coming off, I think. I think that's correct. Oh yeah, and I also wanted to reset the drone camera. Bring it down closer to the aircraft, so I can also have some nice visuals. A little more zoom. Like this looks fine. Good. Standing on the brakes. And again, we're at 1,200 feet, looking for 1,800 feet, and doing right-hand circuits. For now, in the beginning. Good. Full power and takeoff. back a little bit. I feel like we're above 100%. We don't want that. Again, I haven't really read into how to operate this plane. Just checking that we're within the green range, and then everything should be fine. So let's drop into the runway and let's go. And that's our extra 50 knots of speed for the takeoff run. That's red line speed. Give it a little bit of brake pressure. And we're already up in the air. Gears coming up. Let's keep a lookout for the populated areas. This looks like a well, it's industrial. It's not residential area, but still, let's already come around. And there's already 2,000 feet. We're already high. So then let's stay at 2.2. Coming back on the throttle. Staying within the wide arc speed. Heading to 10. So 90 degrees offset. To the runway heading. Trim out the plane. Again, coming around 90 degrees into the downwind section. And with this plane, of course, the circuit's going to be very, very fast. Flying at 120 knots at the moment. So it's probably okay if we're just a bit higher than the normal circuit altitude. Getting the gear down on downwind. Trying to get everything back in order. 2,000 feet. Heading is okay. Speed is also okay. Getting on these second notch flaps. You can see the 07 runway here and the 13 runway is here. So we want to come in before the residential area. That's okay. Just already starting a descent. Third notch of flaps. Let's get behind this residential area. I think we're already too far. Yeah, we really want to stay. We need to do tighter circuits next time. But coming around behind the village. So base turn. Stay above red line speed. Also let's keep the altitude just for a second. Keep the airfield in sight. And now we can start bringing it around. 1,600 feet. We'll cross that forest area here. You can initiate the descent again. Runway is long enough. So descending 500 feet, 600 feet per minute roundabout. That's fine. Plane is very sensitive on the pitch axis, I feel. And there we go. Looking quite stable. Maybe a tad high. So dropping down a bit. Also have to be mindful of the little hill just before the runway. We have to clear that. And then going to idle. Getting your flaps up. Nose wheel down. Go around power. And up. Gear up. Good. That wasn't too bad. Let's try to go a bit tighter this time. Come around before the village. Gonna be a bit more daring today. This time around. Getting a bit fast. Still got one stage of flaps out. We're not gonna go for the crosswind section. Entering directly into the downwind leg to keep it as tight as possible. 140 knots is fine. 45-degree bank angle is also fine. Wouldn't be much of a rodeo without it. So let's check. There's the airfield in front of us. There's the village we're gonna cross on the right side as is intended. So let's get second notch of flaps and gear down. Also in preparation for the landing. Gonna have a short final this time around. Third stage of flaps. Just about to cross the runway threshold. A bit more power. Let's come around, initiate the descent. The descent, I said. Going parallel to runway 07 now. Flaps full. Gonna follow the road here. Pop my head up just a bit, just to see over the glare shield. Bring around. And idle. There's flaps, stage 1. And go around power. Gear up. Yeah, I really need to be getting into the handbook of the Embraer 110. I want to fly it properly. It's fun like this, but I feel a bit lost when it comes to power settings and stuff. Don't want to damage the airplane. Even though it won't get damaged probably in the simulator. I want to treat it like a real plane and not use it so it gets damaged, or so it would get damaged in real life. Good, I guess we're gonna do one more touch and go on the runway 13 before you switch over to the shorter runway. Do another 2 circuits. Flaps 2, gear down. Spring around before the settlement here, before the village. A little bit of an unconventional circuit here, but who cares? Again, want to have a short final. That's what we're here for. So again, flaps full. Speed's looking good. And coming around. Straightening out, nose up, engines to idle, for a soft touchdown, flaps 1, and go around power. Gear up, coming around. Great. Let's set this to 07 roundabout. About so. Come off the gas, charged a bit. 2000 feet coming up. We're now on the downwind leg. Flaps 2, gear down. Downwind for runway 07. And for the first try, I think we're gonna be allowed to also use the grass part of the runway. It's still only 600 or 700 meters long, so still a pretty good challenge. Flaps 3 and base turn, still at 1900 feet. Again, trying to stay clear of the village. And already can start the descent. There's the runway. Flaps full. And this runway also comes like from the direction of a valley, so it's uphill from this direction. Especially the grass part is really kind of steep uphill. Not like Courchevel steep, but still. There we go. Nose up. Flaps 2, full power. And let's go. Gear up. That's great, that felt nice. That felt really good. Good, so there's our crosswind leg. Gonna stay at 1800 for this one, entering the downwind leg. I always say we're gonna stay at an altitude or we're gonna change altitude and do the exact opposite. Staying at 1800. Now entering downwind. So gear down. Let's see the runway. Can't see the runway. Okay. No worries. Stay very close to these trees here. So is gear down? Yes, gear's down. And this time we're only gonna use the asphalt portion of the runway. Let's see how that goes. There we go, on base. Feels inside. mean, what we got going for us is we got really powerful reverse thrust. It takes a while to engage, but if we're good on the controls, we pick the right time just to engage them, and we just might be able to pull it off. There we go, carrier coming up. Let's get the speed down just a little bit more. There we go, there we go. And idle and reverse. Brakes. Reverse out. Look at that. Look at that, boys and girls. There was nothing. Good. Let's bring it home. And wrap things up. I need a little break. Coming down the hill here. But that plane is fun. I love this plane. It's kind of annoyingly simple to operate, but you can get in and out of everywhere with that plane. Even more so than with the F-28. You can do a lot with the F-28, especially for the it's a jet for about 70 passengers, and still you can. You know, the stuff you can pull off in the F-28, I still can't believe it. But this plane here, that's just still another level. Yeah, we're just gonna put you here. No. Let's park like this. Park like idiots. I don't even care. Great. Do we get this in low RPM? I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just turn those off. Turn the pumps off. Let's open the front door. Chop the passengers. These can come off. These can come off. Generators coming off. Natural separation is off. Nav light staying on for a second. Yeah, inverters off. Battery off. Nav light off. So I guess with that the airplane is secured. Let's get the wheel chocks on. That's basically all we need. Oh, now the car is gone. It got scared of us, and for good reason. But yeah, I could get used to flying around in this little sucker. I know the Turbojet Rodeo for now was jets only, and yeah, that's really kind of what it's all about, this series. But the choice of classical airliners in flight sim is not that great, man. What else classical jets do we have? I'm waiting for the 757, which is also not a turbojet. It's not really old, but it's still 90s, 80s, 90s. So the 757 will be great to fly. Also, I'm waiting for years now. I've been waiting for the 737-200. There is supposed to be one in development, but you get updates every like half year to year. Yeah, it's still in development. They're still active. But when is it coming out. I can't wait for the 737-200. I got a lot of personal love for that plane. But up until then, we're gonna fly what we have, and also, you know, the quirky little turboprop here. Just like today, in and out of very small grassy fields. Yeah, let's do some bush flying in the future. I had a lot of fun. Also hope you had fun too, as much as I did. If you did, leave a like on the video, give the channel a subscribe. I'm trying to be consistent in my uploads, getting one flight sim video out a week, and also 2 train sim videos, 2 derail valley videos, which are also quite fun. You can give those a watch if you like. Yeah, apart from that, thanks for watching. Thanks for being with me today on this fun little flying experience. And I'll see you next time. I'll see you next Sunday for the next Turbojet Rodeo. Bye bye.